Hi, welcome back. I'm Soudy Khan, Director of User Experience at Neuron. Today I'm going to talk about Agile and how it relates to user experience. So Agile as a term is really a blanket term for a number of software development methodologies. But what they all have in common and what Agile really comes down to is to iterate, adjust, and course correct. And you typically do that in sprints, 2-week sprints at most companies. Sometimes they could be a little bit shorter, but the idea is, you sprint for a while, you go, you look at where things are, maybe do some testing, you make some adjustments, you iterate, and you move on. But when I ask people, well, why Agile, or are you Agile? Typically I go, yeah, Agile, it's great. And sometimes they'll have a definition of it, which is something along the lines of iterating, adjusting. But when I say, what's it really all about? Typically, they don't really have a good answer. They'll say, well, it's about iterating and adjusting. But in the end, from my perspective, what Agile is really about is to minimize the number of errors a newly released product has when it reaches the market. And so it doesn't matter if it's a V1 or a V4.27, it doesn't really make a difference. When it reaches the market, we want to minimize the number of errors. And the way we do that, yes, is through a series of course corrections, by sort of stopping every 2 weeks and reassessing. But these are key points that I want to bring up as it relates to user experience. And they're really counterpoints. The first is that being Agile is no excuse for winging it. I would say that you can take something that's very good and make it great through iteration. But if you just throw something out there and you think you're going to fix it after it's out in the market, well, that's sort of thinking like, well, we'll just shoot this film, we won't worry about the storyboarding and the screenplay, and we'll just fix it in post-production. There's only so much you can do. And again, I would say that you can go from very good to great, but if you start with something really poor, you can maybe, on a good day, or a good number of weeks, iterate your way to mediocrity. So it's no excuse for winging it. The second point is that you cannot iterate on everything. A lot of us live in a very app-centric, purely software-centric world, but if you're working on something that's, for example, a military product, a medical product that often has a physical device or embedded software that's not easily updatable, you need something that's mission critical, and you can't just have it, released to the market and have the market come back and say, well, this isn't working well because, it's far too dangerous. Lives could be at stake. And so that's the second point. So you can't always iterate on things. And then lastly, you don't want to use your audience as test subjects. I see this happen way too often. People will throw something out there on the web. They'll look at analytics. Analytics have their own limitations. And, they'll make adjustments. And then they'll make adjustments again. They'll make adjustments again. But what they're really not seeing is that that's really frustrating to their audience. You're using your audience essentially as guinea pigs. So what should we take away from all this? I would say that first and foremost, most mistakes are corrected even before pencil hits the paper. It's based on experience. It's based on best practices. It's based on critical thinking. You can really look at things and think about things and follow a proper methodology, which we'll cover later in creating a complete UX architectural guide. But really, most mistakes are corrected before the pencil even hits the paper. And then we further refine and we further correct through paper prototypes, low fidelity mockups, user testing, analytics, user interviews to get qualitative feedback, and so on. And then we must continue this in a constant loop. So this never stops. We're always in the pursuit of perfection, right? We can never really get there because technologies change, user expectations change. It doesn't mean you want to change and iterate where you don't need to, but you must always be challenging those assumptions and continuing to keep the product in this iterative loop. So hopefully that helps, and thanks a lot for watching. Take care.